One.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the alligator. You know the name of the game. If you want to really understand this episode, you really have to go back and check out the History of Oil Part 1, History of Oil Part 2, and our episode on oil tankers, because as we explained, history repeats itself. And it seems that we're getting to that cycle again, because there's going to be a meeting on Thursday in Vienna with OPEC, the Russians, the Americans, and obviously the Saudis. And we might actually have an agreement that might stabilize the oil markets finally. But if that goes south and it doesn't happen, listen, here in the game, we're always ahead of the game. We always have a plan B. AT, what do we got?
Well, what we have right now is a win-win situation that I'm going to be explaining to you guys. There's a company actually that we like a lot. This is Apache, okay? APA. It's an oil and gas company from Houston, Texas. And the reason why we like this company, because the margins are pretty sweet, baby. But his behavior is even sweeter because it's a very predictable behavior when it comes to this company. It moves with oil. What it means is like if oil goes up in this company, okay, the company will go up as well. If oil goes down, the company will go down. So it's a very easy to read behavior that this company has. Now, it's very similar to DHT. DHT is an oil tanker company, except that this behavior is different, right? If oil goes up, DHT goes down, and if oil goes down, DHT goes up. So the behavior is very predictable for both. What I'm going to show you right now, at the beginning of the week, as you can see right here on this chart, you have oil at $20, and it maintains steady the entire beginning of the week, pretty steady at $20 a barrel. And as you can see, Apache right here, it moved exactly along the lines of oil, and so did DHT. So nobody actually was getting any movement. So both companies were just stuck, not having any movement at all, because there was no news. There was nothing new about oil. They were just pretty much stuck at $20 a barrel. However, everything changed on April 2nd. Alligator, tell us what was the big change that we had in April 2nd.
So on April 2nd, exactly in the morning, President Trump was interviewed by CNBC, and he literally said that he had spoken to Putin and Mohammed bin Salman, the Saudi crown prince, and they had reached an agreement for both countries to reduce oil output by 10 million barrels a day. Right after that happened, oil went up $1, from $21 to $22. Apache went up 15 cents. That's that little initial bump. So obviously, you know, President Trump is known actually for saying some crazy things once in a while, right? So all the oil traders have to confirm this news. So they're probably calling each other, hey man, is this true? Is this true? Is this true? Is this true? So it took an hour for oil to take another huge bump, another huge jump. It went from 22 to 25 an hour later. That means that the news was confirmed, right? So then, unfortunately, right after that, Dmitry Peskov, who's Putin's press secretary guy, came out on Twitter and said, listen, this is not true. Putin never spoke to Trump today. So oil went kind of a little bit down, then it stabilized a bit, and it closed at $24.70. Now, right after that, after the market was closed, at 4:30 New York time, Trump posted on Twitter. He actually confirmed what he said, that he did spoke to the Saudis and he did speak to Russia, and it was official on Twitter. So oil futures went up 25%. So the next morning, oil opened at $26.70. Now, throughout that day, there was news that President Trump was going to meet within the White House with a whole bunch of U.S. oil executives. So the market was kind of skeptical about this news, and it was just kind of just riding around, nothing big, until around noon, President Putin from Russia said and confirmed what President Trump had said before, and confirmed that yes, they are starting to talk, and which was really good news, obviously, for the market. And the market went up 12% for oil. It closed at $29, and Apache went up 15% in one day. So obviously, DHT becomes kind of boring during that day. But it's not because DHT is a bad company. As you know, they're making a lot of money as we speak. But, you know, in the oil and gas world, especially people that love investing in this sector, they're just moving money around. They're moving it from tankers to oil. It's not like they're going from moving money from tankers to Disney. It doesn't work that way. You know, it's the same sector, same people. That's why there's such a perfect inverse relationship between, say, DHT, which is a tanker company, and Apache, which is an oil and gas company. AT.
So here in the game, we're always expecting good news, right? It's every single day. So we expect on Thursday the meeting to go smooth. Everything goes smooth, and oil's going to continue to go up. Putin did say that he wants oil prices to be right around $44. So here in the game, we believe that that price is probably what it's going to be at, somewhere between like 40 to 44. You know, once it hits that price, our advice is actually just to cash in. You know, remember, demand is not there, guy. That number is not going to hold because everybody's been like stocking up on oil, you know, while oil was been cheap. And nobody's driving, guys. Nobody's driving. Like factories are down, you know, like there's no consumption right now, oil. So, you know, cash in. That's actually my advice. Now, if you see oil, the news are bad and the news goes in a different direction, see oil coming down back to like the $20 barrel, you know, then move your money to DHT. This is a win-win play. You move it into DHT, if DHT continues on the same pattern, it will move up as oil actually comes down. Alligator, anything else to that?
That's right. Look, some of the news is already hating. For example, this meeting was supposed to happen tomorrow, Monday, and it's been postponed till Thursday. But obviously, it's been postponed. You can't get stuff done over Zoom, over teleconference, right? This is the fate of the world. They're pretty much going to negotiate. So of course, it's going to be a bit of a delay. But our research shows that the sentiment is positive. Look, the Norwegians are on board. The Mexicans are on board with oil cutbacks. The Russian ruble is already gaining today, Sunday. So it seems like there will be, at least what the data tells us, that there will be good news on Thursday. But like I said before, if there is bad news and it does go south, if you see oil moving under, say, $15 per barrel, not this week, but the week after, I think it's better that you get out of the stock market, because that will be disastrous. And we might looking at even bigger problems than what we have now. Take care. This is the Alligator. You know the name of the game.
Happy trading, guys. Take care.